Hello everybody, my name is Kevin Shea. I'm the technical trainer at Emerson Swan, and today we're producing a video to show you how to install a PlasmaPure whole house air purification system. This device is very simple. It creates positive and negative ions. They're released through the device, and in the air they will come back together. They'll grab dust particles, pollen, and even certain virus, bacteria, and either obliterate the element itself, or it will bond to it and make it larger and therefore be able to capture more particulate in the actual filters. Be sure to be checking your filters more frequently than you normally do, because they will accumulate dirt a little quicker. This is our 230 volt version. They come in 12, 24, 110, and 230. This is the 230 version for our higher ductless unit. We're going to install this in the high wall. Couple things I've done to prepare for the job. We'll need a screwdriver, a pair of diagonal cutters, and I've just thrown a couple of bits from my screwdriver here. You'll see why. I'm going to use them to prop up the door a little to give me more access. The other thing is I have nylon wire ties. Power down your unit outside so there's absolutely no power, and you want to be sure of that. Safety first. So when I open the unit, typically it'll be open about that far, but I personally like to have a little bit more room, so I just take my bits from my multi-driver here. Give myself a little bit more room here to work. Remove the filter, and that will give us access to the installation point. The other thing, we're going to access the wire panel. And then there's also a second access cover for the actual terminal lugs for the wiring. I'm just taking these little wire ties and just making a loop. I'm not cinching them yet. So basically there's a channel behind this white frame, and the wire will fit right into that channel, and then we're going to secure it with the wire ties. The magnet is covered with an adhesive tape, so you can pull the tape off and fasten it. In this particular case, we're going to be using the adhesive and the wire ties. So I'm going to pull that strip off, place my unit into the ductless, and there's a center frame where it will fit very, very nicely, and there'll be no obstruction to the two little antennae. Those antennae need to be unimpeded. You don't want them to be touching anything or being blocked by anything. You want the air to move freely across or through those goalposts. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to run the wire through my pre-looped nylon cable ties. We have access. There's some grounding terminals here. We can push the wire right through. I like to just give them a little twist so they go through as one. And then you have a little access support bar. We can push the wires right up through there. So at this point I have plenty of lead to work with, so I can go ahead and tuck away the rest of my leads here. On our terminal lugs, we have 4 connections. 1 and 2 are our 230 volt, and number 3 is our communication wire. Number 4 is our ground. So this is strictly power. We'll be utilizing the number 1 and the number 2 terminals. Place one of my wires. I'm gonna go ahead and install the second wire. At this point, just again, tuck away the wires. Clean up, put our wiring box back together. When you put your cover back together, you have a couple of tabs. Make sure that those tabs fit inside the box like they're supposed to for a nice flush mount. And then we can reattach the fastening. We have a wire for our wireless plug. Just make sure that that's kind of pushed off to the side for clearance. After we've buttoned up our access covers and we've powered up and checked and confirmed we have operation of the unit, there is a green light on the unit itself. The last thing we want to do, of course, is make sure that we reinstall our filter. Make sure that we're in there proper. Maintenance required through the life cycle, merely making sure that those antenna, they have little felt tips on the end of it. Just make sure that the filters are clean, and if you have any dust collecting on those antenna, just wipe it off. When you're wiring, of course, be sure to check with all local, state, and federal codes to make sure that the job is being done according to the codes. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate the opportunity to be in front of you.